Hi everyone, I'm Josh.
I'm Gabe.
And we're from Balanced Body Rehab. Gabe and I have been seeing a lot of patients coming in lately with a condition we call gluteal amnesia. In short, it means their buttocks aren't firing very well. You might say, well, why is that important to me? Well, your buttocks are one of the main shock absorbers of your body. Whenever you're walking or running and you get on one leg, that buttock muscle is going to fire to help stabilize you so that your leg doesn't rotate in, so you don't hurt your knee, your ankle, and it also just cushions the hip as well. And so the buttock muscles, and it also, when you're running or doing anything in one-legged stance, it keeps your back from twisting and turning too much as well. So the buttocks are very important for overall health of your musculoskeletal system. And so we see a lot of patients where the muscle isn't firing very well, and so they can have a number of painful conditions from that. So we want to teach you a way that you can assess if your buttocks are firing, and if they're not, then go ahead and do these exercises to help turn them on. Okay? So Gabe, if you can show us in sitting how, and you won't be able to see Gabe do it, but one of the things I tell patients often is that whenever they're sitting, just try to squeeze your buttocks. There we go. And look at Gabe, he raised up a little bit. He's got a good buttock squeeze. Literally, we've seen patients say, I can't do that. So it seems simple, but try to squeeze your buttocks and then check whether you can squeeze one side versus another better. Okay, and sometimes you'll find that one side just doesn't fire as fully as the other, and so that tells you need to focus on that side more. Okay, so if you can do that, great, but we're going to give you some progressions of different things you can try as well. All right, Gabe, go ahead and line your belly. Flip around here, there we go. Okay, so Gabe, in this position, go ahead and bend your knees up. Okay, and I want you to squeeze your heels together and try to squeeze your buttocks at the same time. So by squeezing your heels together, that better activates the buttock. And at home, you would do this, hold it for 10 seconds, do it 10 times until that can squeeze really well. Again, if that's easy for you, fantastic. We're gonna go on to the next phase. Gabe, put your legs down, put your toes on the mat, okay? And again, I want you to squeeze the right buttock here, Gabe, and raise just the knee up. You see how he's clearing his knee just up off the mat here and raising that up only while firing that buttock and down. And again, at home, you would try to hold that for about 5 seconds maybe. Do it for 10 times and try to check and see if each one is contracting well. If it's doing well, then you can move on to the next phase. So Gabe, go ahead and raise the knee up. And now what you see Gabe doing is raising up the whole foot, the whole leg about an inch up off the mat here while firing his right buttock. If he raised up and I saw his back dip or his core give right here, I'd say, nope, that's no good. We need to fire the buttock and keep all this stable and raise that leg up about an inch off the table. And that's really good at firing the buttocks there. Okay? Next, so the buttock is not just a one-dimensional muscle. It both works in extending the leg behind you and also bringing it out to the side. So we're going to fire it in different ways. Gabe, can you lay on your left side there? And let's show the audience the clam. Put your feet so that they're in line with the rest of your body there. And Gabe's going to keep his feet together and raise the top knee up, just like that. What's important about this exercise, whenever you do this exercise at home, is keep your pelvis rolled forward. When you raise the leg up, the pelvis will have a tendency to roll back on you. And then whenever the pelvis rolls back, you'll end up firing the muscles in the front of your hip, and that's not what you want. So keep your core stable, rib cage down while doing this exercise. I like to do this exercise about 50 repetitions or so, just to really get a firing of that muscle right behind your hip bone there. And that's what you're looking for. That's the gluteus medius. Okay, and next, make this top leg straight, Gabe. And I want you to turn your toes up towards the ceiling a little bit there. Raise the leg up and back towards that wall. Good. Back and forth there. Good. Excellent. And so you're looking to fire that muscle right behind that hip bone again there. Okay? Wonderful. These, you might say, these are harder exercises. You might try to do 15 repetitions, a few sets here to really fire that. Then, if you can do that, let's make it even harder. So go ahead and circle this leg in the air. Good. Turning those toes up towards the ceiling as you go and looking to fire that muscle behind the hip there. Going from front to back to really turn on those muscles of the buttocks there. Awesome. Okay, let's say you've mastered this and you want more. So, Gabe, let's show them some standing exercises then. So, that's all good for activation of the buttock muscles there, but function is really when you're standing on the muscles and those buttock muscles are controlling how you move. So, Gabe, go ahead and go into a bit of a squat. Okay, and go down a little farther there. Awesome. Keep holding that squat and now raise this leg up in the air a little bit for us. Good, and that makes his right hip really fire there. Now, Gabe, move your your left leg in a triangle pattern there. Good, and then there, awesome. See his leg, when his leg moves out to the side, that makes his right buttock stabilize him even more there. And at home, you just want to do this really until that buttock muscle just fires on that right side and gets really fatigued, and then you switch it over to the other side, okay? Another way we can really challenge the buttock muscles there, Gabe, if you want to grab the band. This is called mule kicks, okay? Just like a mule will kick behind him, okay? We put your foot in a band, put your hands on the table, and then draw on your core, pull the rib cage down to make your back flat, okay? And go ahead and kick your leg out behind you, Gabe. So Gabe's goal here, he doesn't necessarily have to even try to squeeze this buttock too much. His focus is going to get a contraction here, but the body will do it itself. As you've already activated it in lying, it should start firing up here. And you keep your core stable, and you just do these until that burns, burns, burns. You'll also feel a good contraction on the stabilization leg there too, as it's holding you up. But this is a great way to fire the buttocks as well. All right, Gabe, anything else?
That's it.
Okay, hope this program helps you. Good luck.